Today we're going to talk about kids and gut health. Is there a good way to know if your child has a good, healthy internal environment? I have good news for you today. Yes, there is, and it's pretty simple to do. But first, let's take a look at some of the symptoms and signs that may be an indicator that we've got some things brewing or some things going on. When kids are young, sometimes it's hard for them to voice and verbalize what they're experiencing, what they're feeling, if certain foods are bothering them, if they have certain pains in their stomach. But a lot of times you can tell by their attitude, their mood. Are they having mood disruptions? Are they angry? Are they tired? Do they seem, lethargic? Are they sometimes hyperactive? Those can be indicators that there are some gut health that's going on. A lot of the hormones that our brains need to function are all produced in our gut as well. We also want to look at things like skin rashes. Maybe we're just not detoxifying the way that we need to, and sometimes those toxins just end up coming out through the skin. Is your child experiencing any acid reflux? Do they talk about heartburn? Unfortunately, kids these days are seeing a lot of what we would normally consider as adult symptoms, and we're seeing them in kids now. Let's also take a look at their bowel movements. Are they having a stool every day? Are they going too many times during the day? Are they feeling nauseous? Are they throwing up? Those are all really good indicators of how well that gut environment is. Also need you to think about if your child has been on excessive rounds or several rounds of antibiotics. We know that that can serve its purpose and help take care of the infection or the bad things that are maybe going on, but also kills a lot of the good stuff too. And if we remember, many of you probably have learned that a lot of our immune system function, and actually 70% of our immune system function is produced in the gut, resides in the gut. So it's really, really important that we keep that environment good and healthy. There are studies and research coming out now that when children are born, they actually take on a little bit of the mother's gut biome there too. So it's really important, you mamas out there, if you're getting ready to have kids or if you're pregnant now, to really focus on your gut health too, because that will transfer over to your little ones. We always want to make sure that we're giving them the best possible chance, as they head into the world. So their gut microbiome is really developing, in the womb and throughout early childhood. So having a proper balance of good bacteria is super vital for kids to help provide a good, healthy immune system and an environment as they continue to age. Sometimes it might seem like kids are getting runny noses and they maybe they catch colds a little bit more frequently when early on, but that's actually a good thing. It's helping their body strengthen the immune system. It's introducing this different bacteria and these viruses that are actually making their immune system stronger. So what we want to do is just continue to support that natural process of the body, but just making sure the environment in the gut is up to par and where we need it to be. So in our household, we do probiotics. We can get probiotics from good healthy foods that we're eating, especially lots of raw vegetables are going to help with that probiotic environment, feeding the good bacteria. We're also looking at, some fermented foods like sauerkraut. My kids actually do like that. And we're looking at, some other fermented things like kombucha is another one. And we can get some different fermented forms of miso, where you can put in soups, but there's all sorts of different varieties and different ways that we can get this good bacteria in our system, but sometimes we just don't have access to it enough. So we do supplement with a probiotic in our house. And what I do like about that is it's going to, we want to make sure that we're always getting a good variety and several forms of the good bacteria. But it's not only important to get the good bacteria back in there, but you also need the food that's going to feed that bacteria so that it can grow and it can flourish in the environment. So this is why just eating a wide variety of fruits and vegetables is important, because we're going to get a lot of those prebiotics and food in there to help feed the good stuff that's already growing as well. We talked about different ways for you to figure out how your kids' digestive system is working, and one is really looking at the stools. This isn't a poop video today, but I want you to let me know if that's something that you're interested in. Our bodies tell us a lot, and we can tell a lot about, the color of our stools, the shape of our stools, what it looks like, how it smells even. The joke in our house is, sometimes mom does need to look at your poop so we can see what that internal gut health is like. If that's something that you guys are interested, I'm happy to do a video on it. Supply some pictures and resources, not of actual poo, but sometimes it's fun with the kids. Get them involved too, get them thinking about their health and what they can do to help support their immune system. There's a couple products that we do have here at the office that I wanted to share with you today that make it really easy for us to get this good healthy stuff in there as we're working on building that environment. And one is this Suppy's chewable probiotic. It tastes really good. It's like a grape kind of tart type thing. It's got the really healthy strains of probiotics in there along with the prebiotics, so you're getting a twofer in this one, and the kids absolutely love this too. So if this is something that you're interested in, bring the kids in, we'll get them some samples, they can give them a try, and I can let you know what we recommend as far as dosage wise goes. Probiotics are really essential for younger kids too, and a lot of time if you're a breastfeeding mom, they're going to be getting a lot of those nutrients and things that you're already giving them, but I know that's not always an option, and sometimes there are still interferences that get in the way when we're breastfeeding and doing all the other good things too. We see infants a lot of times that come in and maybe they haven't had a stool or bowel movement in 5 days, 6 days, 10 days, and you can just tell how miserable that poor little one is. And so sometimes through chiropractic adjustments, helping get that nervous system back on board again, and then introducing some good probiotics while we're working on, maybe looking at some different food allergies and things that are maybe interfering with that baby or irritating that baby at that time. Adding in some good probiotics can help with that process too. And we do have a liquid form of that as well, so it's something easy that you can just put on your finger and put into their mouth, or you can drop it in a bottle. We try and make it as simple as possible so that we can reach every age and help support every age through healthy immune system and gut building. So if you have questions on this stuff, please let us know here in the office. As always, we're happy to give samples to the kids. Parents, you should probably try it out too, so you know what your kids are eating and what they're asking for, and we're happy to do that. So take care of the gut health. It is going to serve you for years and years to come, because that is the foundation of where a lot of our health starts and where it begins. So make that an important investment in your family.